Hello, this is a speech by Benimusik. This speech is called Habitus super sportsman can hide that you are not a super sportsman, intersection mathematical term by Benimusik. YouTube Benimusik ist Benimusik point. So this is the sheet for the speech here. So. So, Habitus of being a super sportsman or super sportswoman can hide that you are not a good sportsman or a good sportswoman as intersection as mathematical term by Benimusik. If you are monetary poor, although everybody could be rich anyway by Benimusik, and everything could cost nothing by Benimusik, and free time society by Benimusik, and no jobs needed by Benimusik is of course true. You can be made to admire a monetary extreme rich human being for simply switching on the direction indicator in their Lamborghini car if you have drunken a few minutes or a few hours before this here described situation and cup with something liquidly and the medicament Anafranil in it, even if this here described human being who is monetary poor would be the best guitar player on planet Earth by Benimusik. So, this is the sheet for the speech here. So, let's start. This speech is called Habitus super sportsman can hide that you are not a super sportsman, intersection mathematical term by Benimusik. YouTube Benimusik ist Benimusik point. So, this is the sheet for the speech here. So, let's go. I have seen in reading it right now, I made a mistake in it, described. It was not intentionally. Normally I would have stopped this speech and put the E where here the I is in, but I leave this mistake how it is, although it was not made intentionally. So let's go. everyone gets what I wanted to mention here. Look at the time. In my life, I met a few times people boys mainly, who had the habitus of being incredible good in sports in some surrounding, and I saw them. They sometimes even did not sports when me myself Benimusik was around, but they had only the habitus of being a good sportsman. And sometimes it's also possible that people have the habitus of being a good sportsman, but are really not good in sports, but they try to hide that they are not good in sports in having the habitus of being really good in sports, so that the habitus of being good in sports but being in sports not good can a bit hide that they are not good in sports. It's a bit weird, and it's also an abstract principle valid for every topic in a way. Music, art, science, sports, everything, in my point of view. And these dudes, for example, I don't know, they friends, perhaps two friends, the habitus of being really good sportsmen, damn, fuck, something like that, yeah, fuck, and then they have a bit, and these are really good sportsmen, but they only had the habitus. But in sports, really, in doing sports, they were really low. But you couldn't see it really, because they had this habitus of being good in sports. They painted it so extremely. They emphasized it so extremely with the habitus of being good in sports, that you couldn't really see that they are in sports, in doing sports, really not so good. Look at the time, and this is also valid for, I mentioned it already, it's an example, but it's also a general example, valid for general abstract principles. If you have, for example, taken the medicament Anafranil, perhaps against your will, yeah, you drank something. There was Anafranil in it, but you yourself, nobody told you that there is Anafranil in it, the medicament Anafranil. And what this leads to is that, for example, it's an example. You are, for example, the best guitar player ever lived in mankind, but you live, for example, in Munich, Bavaria, Germany, on planet Earth. And you cannot have money then. You cannot earn money in Munich, Bavaria, Germany, on planet Earth if you are the best guitar player on planet Earth. And so perhaps you have, against your will somehow, against you know it even, the medicament Anafranil in your drink. And then you have no money. Everybody could be rich anyway, of course. Everybody could be rich anyway by Benimusik. But you have no money really. And where really rags in Munich, Bavaria, Germany, on planet Earth, perhaps drank and drink where the medicament Anafranil was in it, and you even have not known it that there were the medicament Anafranil in your drink. And then someone who has no talents, who looks ugly, who is dumb, but is incredibly rich, and whose parents possess castles in Germany, and who wears very expensive clothes from Ralph Lauren, has a Lamborghini, and switches only on the direction indicator in this Lamborghini, and you as jobless, poor monetary, really poor human being, rags on, instead really clothes, no money, but being the best guitar player on planet Earth, but somehow you cannot have money for it in Munich, Bavaria, Germany, on planet Earth. You look at this here described rich human being, oh, and you really have really big eyes. Oh, he's incredible. He can switch on the direction indicator of his Lamborghini. Oh, and I'm only the best guitar player on planet Earth, but I have no money and I only have wear rags. Everybody could be rich anyway by Benimusik. Is of course true. So let's go on further. To the important things in life, I have to be quick. Me, myself, Benimusik. I was homeless in the year 2018, 2019, although in London, Great Britain, on planet Earth, with sometimes, in some nights, even not having a place to stay for the night in winter of the year 2018 and 2019 in London, Great Britain, on planet Earth. Then Martin at the Fields at Charing Cross Station in London, Great Britain, on planet Earth. Withdrawal, not really wanted money in these times, and until today in the end. This is the cover of the record Electric Ladyland. And this are the human beings who decide that everybody could be rich anyway by Benimusik. It's not sensible. It's a really good record. Electric Ladyland by Jimi Hendrix. So, let's look at the time. I play a song by Jake Buck, a musician I really like very much. And this song is called Two Fingers. I remember a story from Paul McCartney, I saw it once, that he saw a painting of Picasso, and this way he learned in court, only because of this painting, that only needed 2 fingers. I drink to remember, I drink to remember, I smoke to forget, I drink to remember, I smoke to forget, I drink to remember, I smoke to forget. So I kiss goodbye to every little ounce of pain, light a cigarette and wish the world away. I got out, I'm alive and I'm here to stay. So I hold 2 fingers up to yesterday, light a cigarette and smoke it all away. I got out, and I'm here to stay. So I hold up 2 fingers up to yesterday, light a cigarette and smoke it all away. I got out, and I'm here to stay. So I hold up 2 fingers up to yesterday, light a cigarette and smoke it all away. I got out, and I'm here to stay. So I hold up 2 fingers up to yesterday,